and welcome to my live stream. I'm not late today, ha ha ha, and nothing is messing up. It's amazing. So, I don't know about y'all, but I had oh no, I just spilled some of my pop. Ah! I had the craziest day today, and it's just, So, my mom and I had to go out. She was buying groceries for the house, and I was buying groceries for my grandma because we're not allowing my grandmother outside whatsoever. And my grandma's like, "What?" And I'm like, "No, no, no," because of the C word, right? The one word I can't say just in case this ever gets monetized. I don't want it to become demonetized, right? Uh, yeah, because of that, you're gonna stay inside. So, we finally convinced her to stay at home, even though she's like me. She needs to be free and all of that loveliness. So, but yes, we went there. People are crazy. People still have their children out in, wandering about. I'm just like, well, I even saw a baby. And I'm like, mm, it makes sense if you are a single mother and you cannot find anything, or single father, single mom or single dad, and you cannot find anyone to take care of your kids. But for the love of everything, find someone to take care of your kids, pay them if you have to, or find someone to go out grocery shopping for you. Gosh, what really irritates me is when I see giant huge families together, and I'm just like, excuse me. So I don't know about y'all, but the Walmarts where I live, which is in the epicenter of Walmarts, they in Northwest Arkansas, right? They decided that, of course, a 6 foot limit and all that, and if they find really big crowds, like a really big family or something, you'll get turned away because they don't want that. So it's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. I like it. Um, and they're making people go into the entrance and out of the exit door, like you should. And I actually saw two men get really mad because they weren't allowed to go into the exit door, and the woman's like, the entrance is just there. You just have to go around some carts and then go in. And they're like, oh. Of course, I'm over there like, dudes, it's not that hard, just go around. Just go around. But anyways, so today we're playing something random that I just got off of my wish list on Steam. I didn't have time to actually peruse and go through stuff and all of that, yada yada yada. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna pick something random. Any mini money mo. So let's go see what it is. Oh yeah. Let me take you all to here. Ha ha ha. Yeah, yay. I still love this background. I haven't changed it since I actually bought it. So here it is. It's called, what is it? Sunset's Ashes. Ooh, so fancy. There we go. Fantastic. We're going to go with beautiful. There we go. Boop. Ooh. So I've not played this game. It was on my wish list, so it was something I wanted to play, but I just chose it randomly because I'm like, I'm not waiting. I don't. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Just turning up the audio for you guys. Ooh. Neat. This is really pretty. Okay. Is that too loud? I'm gonna turn it down. I know. I keep messing with the audio. I'm sorry. There we go. So, Sunset Ashes, if I remember correctly, you're playing as one of two people who are, they're hiking up a mountain, and it's about their relationship with each other and all that, but that's pretty much all I know. So, it's nothing like, oh, gasp. But I wanted to play something that wasn't dark, but I could be screwing myself over. Maybe it is dark, So, sorry, I'm looking at it and it's coming up really jittery, yeah, very jittery. So what I might do, let's see. Let's go out of it for a second. See, this is what I get for picking something randomly at the last moment. We're gonna do good. See how that works. Made with Unity, personal edition. Fifth one. The fifth egg. Is that better? That's a little better. There we go. I think it was just slowing down the speed of everything. But as long as it looks good for you all, it should be okay. Sorry, I keep touching things. I can't see the chat. Oh no, where's my chat? Where is my chat? That's weird. I can't see my chat anywhere. Oh no. Okay, so I hope the chat's still going. You know? Sorry I can't see the chat, y'all. I'll try to fix that in a little bit. So, let's play. Dun dun dun. Days of climbing, days of sleeping on the ground, and I'm still not used to low oxygen. Do you mean days of sleeping? I said sleeping. I know there's a in it. I heard sleeing. No, you're just not listening to me. You're not talking loud enough, or in my direction. Don't pick on me. It's hard to breathe up here. I'm climbing this mountain for you, and you want to complain about the direction I'm looking. Fair enough. At least I'm getting the best view from behind. You watch it. I don't think I like you right now for picking on me. Love you, still love you, but I'm not sure I like you. You know, it's funny because I thought Nick was boy and Alex was girl. But it could be that the boy is Alex because it's blue and Nick is a girl, and it could be short for like Nicole. Nicole. Anyways, we can turn back if you want to. Oh. No, I can do this. Not about to turn back now after climbing for so many days already and spending so much money on the gear. Well, I'll tell you what. If you collapse, I can always carry you. No, I don't think... I don't have to look at you to know there's a wink with that. I might not be the best shape of my life. Yeah, don't I know that? But I'm not about to fall over, and I will not be carried. If I wouldn't let you carry me on our wedding night, no one is ever carrying me. Oh no. Eek! That last gust of wind chilled through my windbreaker and down to my bones. Why is it so cold? Sorry. It's going to get a bit colder before the day's over. Ugh. And you do this all the time for fun? Why again would you want to be in the cold like this so often? We grew up where it's warm, where it's so warm we never had winter, just summer, and less hot summer. You don't sweat as badly as I do. I call this a welcome change of scenery and body odor. Loads of fun in my book. Fun. We could live up north for the cold. What would compel? Compel. Oh my gosh, my brain, I can't even read. What would compel someone to climb mountains for fun? You know me. I always love taking in a beautiful view whenever the opportunity presents itself. Uh-huh. My butt is off limits on this mountain. No way are any layers of clothes coming off me. Well, shucks. And here I was hoping for you to warm me up. If you're not careful, I'll give you a nice slap to warm you up. It'll be a slap of love. They seem like the perfect couple. Oh my goodness. I remember the last time you gave me a love slap. Just thinking about it makes my face feel sore. It was a pretty fierce hit. You asked me to slap you that time, remember? Yeah, true. But if I know you were going to slap me that hard, I may not have asked at that time. We'd recently gotten back together from being broken up for 6 months after having been together for 3 years. I had some pent up frustration to still let it out. Okay, so I'm going to stop here for a second. I'm a writer, and dialogue is one of the very, very most important things you could ever do, right? Especially if your books are dialogue heavy, like my books tend to be. Uh, and like between dialogue and actual like talking about stuff and all that, it can go either way. You have to find that sweet spot, and every story is different. But in all honesty, some of this, like what she just said, like after being broken up for 6 months after having been together for 3 years, like I know it's a game, and I think it's just dialogue between the two because we haven't even seen anyone yet. But you could have phrased that better. I know. Me as the author, me as the writer, I'm like, oh my gosh, you're giving so much away in your dialogue. That's not what you do. That's not what you do. So for me, I'd be like, if I were to rewrite this, be like, yeah, we were broken up, or we just got back together. I had some pent up frustration, and then he could have said something like, well, we were together for 3 years. And she's like, yeah, and we were broken up for 6 months. And that would show a lot more character as well. But that's just me. It's kind of still like info dumping, but not as bad as this. I'm just saying. Okay, let's go on. Besides, you should be thanking me. I sobered you up. If I hadn't slapped you, then you would definitely have lost that dart game. It was a really good dart game, and I suppose you did make it up to me later that night. What? You remember, right? Oh no. When I took you home and baked cupcakes that night? Cupcakes? I don't remember any cupcakes. I made vanilla and lemon cupcakes for my sister's birthday the next day. I let you have one as an apology. You mean I spent the past 2+ decades not remembering correctly how the rest of the night went? See, something like that, Did he sleep with her sister? I must have hit you harder than I thought. I think he slept with her sister. I do remember actually winning the dart game, right? I'll never tell. What? Oh gosh, when it does that. Hello, this is Base Camp. You hearing us up there? Loud and clear, Base Camp. How's the climb going? You still on schedule? I'm alright, and yeah, still on schedule. Taking it slow and steady. Alex is probably having the easiest climb ever. Yeah, I bet. I'm just trying to show off in front of my wife is all. Everything good below? Well, it's clear in our neck of the woods. We're reading some heavy winds further up the path we mapped out for you, though. How heavy is heavy exactly? A storm? No, not a storm. Generally, I'd say any climber will be fine, but since it's your first Nick, we want to let you know so you're not surprised. How worried should I be? Nothing you can't survive. It may be hard enough to create whiteout conditions and force you into cover for the night, however. So if you go for it, there is a chance it will take another day. Do I have any other options? If you head east, there is a flat clearing that will take you far around the mountain and eventually curve back up. It's a longer route, so we didn't consider it. There's no guarantee you'll make it before sundown if you go that route. So you'll need to haul it in order to keep on schedule. Oh goodness, I cannot talk. Only other option is west along the mountain's sharp ridge. Honestly, it's a more dangerous route, and we intentionally avoided that area since your first climb. If you take the ridge, it curves up enough to make you reach the summit faster. But if you should take it slow anyway, there are hooks along the chains to help climbers easily. All depends on how well you think you can handle it. So the heavy winds that might hold us back a whole day, easy clearing that I have to run through, or pray I don't have a fear of heights. Alex, what option would you choose? Oh, cool, we can choose, yay! So forward and push through the strong winds, east making a run for it over the clearing, or west using the ridge to move past the weather. They did say the west was more dangerous, and since she's a new climber, I don't want to do that. Forward or east? For me, I'd probably pick east. Like, if it was me myself. Like, the easier route. Because, this isn't like, oh, hey, you have to push through some things and do all that and get through it. It's like, no. This is actual mountain climbing where I could die if I'm a newbie. But then again, my husband is there. Or, for her case. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by his toe. If he hollers, make pay $50 every day. My mom said to pick the very best one, and you are not it. You did your dish right, cute. Okay, we're picking east. Sorry, there was some interference. What was that? Making it for the clearing. Hope all the running on the elliptical will have been enough training. Roger that. Be safe and cautious. If you need any support or update, let us know. Will do. Thanks, guys. Base camp out. Oh, gosh. Are you sure you're going to be fine going this way? Sure. If you can do it, I can do it. Yes, ma'am. The snow's pretty. I really hate running, says the woman who always wants me to sprint the last leg whenever we would go for walks with the dogs. We both could use the exercise. Besides, if we had done it more often, this would be a lot easier to run. Sorry, I needed a drink. And I have some Dr. Pepper. So I drank Dr. Pepper. I'm doing fine. Shut up. Where are the loving words of encouragement? How's that not encouraging? I am encouraging you to step up and spite me. Oh, I'm going to spite you. Do they mean smite? Not with that tone. Come on. Put those lungs to work and shout it. I'm going to spite you. With emphasis. I'm going to hit the summit by nightfall. Now we're cooking. Cooking. Oh, how I miss food. You had food a few hours ago. Beans. I had beans. I want something more filling. Something delicious. You mean something sweet? I want ice cream and cake and brownies. So you're going to bake? Not a chance. Delivery. I do like delivery. It doesn't involve driving. Or cooking. Or putting on clothes. We need clothes to answer the door. You mean I can't stay on the couch while you answer the door? You're lucky I love you. I know. And this is why I push us to do more exercise while walking the dogs. Okay, besides this line right here, that was some pretty sweet talk right there. That was beautiful. And yeah, I'm going to be going on because I'm a writer and all that. I write stuff. Yes. But yeah, that was some pretty sweet dialogue in all honesty. So, I love that. I know. And hey, I'm always supportive of us walking the dogs together. You still aren't helpful. How am I not helpful when walking the dogs? I ask you which paths we should go each afternoon, and you always have me choose. You never choose. It always feels like you don't care about walking. And then you tell me you can keep walking for hours. Saying that usually makes you want to push yourself a bit more for spite. Yes, and it aggravates me. It just makes me think of how out of shape I am. I never mean for it like that. You know I did cross country and sports in school. I'm used to being on my feet for hours. Yeah, back in school. How old are we now? You're still the most beautiful 21-year-old I know. Flattery doesn't work while I'm running through the snow in the low. Sorry. I was thinking about something. So, he said 2 decades earlier, right? 2 decades. Like, they known each other for 2 decades or something like that. So, is he older? Or did that 21 thing, was that just like him saying, like, oh, you look like a 21-year-old? And she's like, no. Anyways, sorry, it threw me off a little bit. Flattery doesn't work while I'm running through the snow in low oxygen. Well, it was worth a shot. I'm sorry though. My legs are one of the things I like keeping up on. I never mean for you to feel out of shape. I know. It's still irritating even though you don't mean for it to be. Okay, see, talking about dialogue. They could have just cut up the even though yada 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 and just be like, I know, it's still irritating. Whenever we go for a walk, all I hear in my head is my football coach from high school. When my legs started hurting, he'd say, "Good, so you can still feel them, then you can still move them. Get back to running." I know some coaches like that. Wasn't there something else he would say after that? Soon as I tell him I can't feel my legs anymore, he'd say, "Better. Now you don't feel them hurting. Get back to running." I'm not you, and you are not your coach. You're right. I am much better looking than he was, and you are even better looking than me. If we weren't in a hurry to reach the summit, I swear. I know, you can slap me later. And by the way, I always care about going for walks with you. I know. They're great chances for you to take photographs with your camera. No, that's just a bonus. I like going so we can talk. We're at work all day long, and then at night we spent part of it on the couch watching shows on streaming channels. Our walks are the best times where we can really talk about anything and everything. We do always talk about everything while we're going for a walk. I can tell you about some of the ridiculous projects I want to work on, and you'd humor me. You'd humor me. You would. Yeah, okay. I spend a lot of time with words. Sometimes I'm just like, wait a minute, does that make sense? Then you'll tell me about me. You'll tell me about your day and everything you worked on. So something tells me they did not proofread this. Who knows? You tell me about me. I have to be honest, I still have no idea what you meant every time you would mention computer programming. It's alright. I honestly have no idea what you were talking about each time you'd bring up financial planning. When I took economics in college, I got a C. That's why I am in charge of the budget. And that's another thing. I can talk about the budget with you when we walk. Everything is on topic. Our walks are one of the best things we have ever done. Kind of like now? Exactly like now. Also, you're not as out of shape as you say you used to be. What makes you say that? I could always tell when you were getting tired near the end of a walk because you would spend the whole time breathing heavy. I felt like I had to think of conversation topics I could handle by myself since you didn't talk. Now look at you, keeping up with the conversation perfectly. Think you can keep it up to the end? Longer than you can, mister. Oh, a challenge. I feel a bit bad, though. I do, after all, have a pretty big advantage. I have an advantage, too. You do? What advantage is that? Didn't you say I'm 21? You're an old man, well past 40. Okay, see. She's not 20. Okay, good. At first I was like, wait a minute. Was that just him complimenting her? Or is she actually 21? Because the 2-decade thing doesn't make sense. Sorry if y'all heard me, like, swallowing that. You're an old man well past 40. Ouch. Going right for the age. You're just lucky I see the end of the clearing right up ahead. Shh. You mean you're lucky. Let's get this over with then. From there's a quick slope up to the summit. Want to race? Want to lose? I have a major advantage here. We shall see, my dear. We shall see. It's on. Oh, achievement unlocked. Open clearing. We made it! I can't believe it, but we actually... Wow. It's incredible. Isn't it? It was worth making the ridiculous climb to get all the way up here. Oh, it was, huh? You're not salty about the days of sleeping on the ground in the freezing cold with no shower? I was a minute ago, but now... I think this may be the prettiest sight I have ever seen because of you. Better than the sunset on the riverboat from our honeymoon? Yes, even prettier than that. Our honeymoon was a lot more fun than climbing a mountain, though. As I recall, our honeymoon still involved a lot of walking. It was crazy hot, too. It didn't require me to bundle up with all these layers. It didn't have that crisp mountain breeze. It didn't have me eating mostly beans for every meal. We lucked out that our honeymoon took place during a chocolate festival was all. Ooh, chocolate festival. It also involved drinking. Hey, I wouldn't have stopped you from bringing alcohol up here. Running across a clearing while drunk would have gone so well. Yeah. But then you could invent a new drunk Nick dance. Oh gosh, no. I've had enough of those dances. Nothing tops the right white Russian dance. I love the way you pump your arms and boogie back and forth. White Russian. Uh-huh. White Russian. I'm not dancing for you all, though. You know. Now that's the spirit. Last dance I'm doing from up here. It's a really long way down, and I don't need to slip. Fair point. Anyway, like you said, it was a great honeymoon. It was. We had some great memories from that trip. I love all the photos you took for us to look back on. Good thing I got into photography as a passing hobby. You always took a lot of photos from your past climbs, too. Photos of scenery like this for me to see when you get home. I always wanted you to see it for yourself, but now I'm here. Seeing it for yourself in person is different, isn't it? Do you have the camera? Need to take photos of its setting. Oh, you're right. Let me pull it out. Snap a few photos. The kids are going to love this. So are the grandkids. I'll bet those little tykes won't even know what to make of this. Probably that it's magical. Something you only read about in a fantasy book or see in a movie. Or a game. Not fictional anymore. So you really like it? The grandkids would have it right. It is magical. I'm glad to hear that. So, fun fact. In college, I had gone to Germany, and we had climbed up a mountain. And I think near Bern, I want to say. I can't remember exactly where. But we had climbed up it. I was with the slowest climbers because, oh my goodness, I do not do physical sports or anything, you know. I wish I would have done more physical sports when I was in high school and college. But anyways, I didn't do that. So it took me about 2 hours to get up to the top. And it took the fastest person about an hour, I want to say. So, yeah, that was very fun. Oh, I was also with the person who had asthma. So that was fun, too. Fun as in, oh no, I don't want her to die up here. And she was like, oh, thank goodness you're staying with me because I didn't want to die alone. I'm like, oh, don't say that. But anyways, we got up all the way to the top. And, you know, we had spent the night and all that. A couple of the guys were drinking, yada, yada, yada. Nothing terrible happened, even though two of the guys got into an argument about, like, God and all that. And I'm like, oh, gosh, goodness. And then we had gone to sleep. And in the morning, the sun had risen. And I'm like, I was like one of the first girls up, actually one of the first people up, and I saw it, I'm like, oh my gosh. So I snuck out of the little inn that we stayed in, and I went out and I took pictures, and it was beautiful. It was almost like this, really. There were just mountains everywhere, and the sun was just blasting forth, and I'm like, so beautiful. It was gorgeous, and if I could, I would probably like try to find a mountain that I would want to climb here in America, you know, after all the stuff that's happening now is hopefully ended. But, you know, I'd probably like drag some of my friends into going hiking with me up a mountain just to see like the sunrise or the sunset. So, yeah, it's beautiful. If you ever get that chance, you know, it doesn't have to be a big mountain, but if you ever get that chance, definitely do it. It's amazing what you can see on mountaintops. So, anyways, back to the story. I had no idea it would be something like this. If I'd known, I would have done this sooner. You're doing it now. I would have done it together. Oh, I knew it! Sorry. We are here together. Not like how I wanted. Not like how you always wanted, not with you right next to me. Aw, not like how it's supposed to be. I'm so sorry. Life isn't fair. I wasn't supposed to lose you so soon. Not this soon. We had almost 30 years, and I want more. I want more years of you being awesome and loving me. I even want more years of you irritating me like a brat. I actually miss you. Always finishing my sentences. I was so It was so aggravating how you could always imagine exactly what I would say before I say it, and then keep moving the conversation along. I miss that now. I miss you coming home from an adventure and telling me about it. Whenever you came back from a climb, you'd tell me how you would have to talk to yourself and pretend you were talking to me. How keeping a conversation with yourself helped you focus and keep from getting tired. I tried doing that. I climbed this damn mountain, pretending you were right here beside me, talking to me. It helped. It really helped. I don't want to stop hearing your voice. I know. I miss you. I miss you so much. Sometimes I text your phone. I keep hoping you'll reply with the usual smooch or snuggle message. It's silly. It's not silly. I'm sorry I didn't do it more often. I even listen to your voicemail so I don't forget what you sound like. You had such a stupid cliche voicemail. Why couldn't you do something funnier? At least I can still imagine your voice when I read something you wrote. Do you remember the poem you wrote me? I do. It was so bad. I love that poem. You wrote it for me. I wrote it the first time I saw the view like this one. I wish I'd written it better. If I had known those would be the last words that make you think of me, I promise I would have tried harder. You didn't need to. You were perfect just the way you were, and I love keeping those words close to me. As the sun sets, I feel compelled to sit quietly and stay a while, like how your own beauty and wonder bring me a smile. I wait patiently. I wait patiently there as the star falls past the skies, and then I see only you as it goes dark and I close my eyes. I dream of all the adventures I had with you at my side, the times we laughed, danced, hollered, and cried. Memories of awestruck sights with us both thinking, wow. Dreams I'd repeat with you for as long as my sleep would allow. Then as I wake, the morning sun caresses my face, making me think you're there offering a warm embrace. I reach in and pull out the one-word note you stuck in my bag. Boo. It makes me smile and start the day remembering how much I love you. I hate you sometimes, you know. I know. I remember what I'd always say about hating someone. Hate is a strong word. It takes a lot of time and energy to really hate someone. I'm glad I know I was worth the time and energy. I'll never stop. You'll always be worth it. Thank you. I love you, my bear, and I love you, mi hermosa. Goodbye. Aww. Darn it, I didn't want to sad. After Grimm's Hollow, I'm like, let's play something that's not going to be sad. JK, I lied. So, that was Sunset's Ashes. Dang. I kind of figured it would be this bad. No, I didn't really figure it. Oh, cool. We get some of the things. Now we're just missing two. I want to replay through it because there was those other two options. Anyways, though, no, I kind of figured it would be like, I don't know, I just caught onto it when she was walking across walking across the just flat ground. I'm like, something doesn't seem right here. Something's off. Oh no, is he dead or she dead? And then that happened. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, I was right. So, okay. Oh, and then it kind of gives you a hint too, because Base only talks about her. Let's see if we can get... Oh, base camp, loud and clear. How's the climb going? You still on schedule. It doesn't say you two or you all. Da-da-da. Heh, yeah, I'll bet. Clearing our neck of the woods. Yada, yada. And see, even though it has Alex say, how heavy is heavy, Nick says a storm. You know, it's like storm. But since it's your first Nick, we want you, want to let you know, though, so you're not surprised. So they don't talk about Alex. So that was a first hint. I didn't really, like, I don't know. I didn't really think about it at that point. It was only when she was walking across the eastern edge and all that. Okay, we're going to go forward, see what happens. Sorry, there was some interference. What was that? I just want to see all the endings, since it was a pretty short game. Like, let's go through all the endings and see from there, right? Going to push forward, at least the only way to go is straight up if the weather gets bad. Roger that. Be safe and cautious. If you need any support or update, let us know. Will do. Thanks, guys. Base camp out. I wish I wouldn't have that sound. Do you all hear that sound? It's kind of like a... Yeah. It's like a... Yeah. Anyways. Are you sure you're going to be fine going this way? Sure. If you can do it, I can do it. Yes, ma'am. How long is it going to last? Only been more than a couple of hours. It can't be too far now. I don't know. I feel like this was a bad idea. Makes me think about the time you drove in whiteout conditions. Oh, maybe that's how... Oh yeah, I had forgotten about that. Not exactly my best decision ever. Every time you tell that story, you also mention it being the dumbest thing you've ever done. Well, it was the dumbest thing I've ever done. Still ranks as number 1. It's one of the few things I could happily never do again. Was it as bad as this? I don't know. I think driving in whiteout conditions was worse. Still can't believe some idiots barreled down the highway hoping no one would be slowing down ahead of them. Feels like a miracle I made it out alive most of the time. Do you want to stop? No. I am making it to the summit in time for the sunset. You can always see the sunrise in the morning. Or I can see the sunset and the sunrise. Besides, you know I'll never get up early enough to see the sunrise. Yeah, well, a year ago I'd have said there's no chance of ever getting you on a mountain like this. Now here we are. Congratulations, you have officially been the most positive and negative influence of me. What? No. I am nothing short of a saint who married a stubborn woman. In fact, it's you who had the negative effect on me. Is that so? And how did I negatively affect you? Well, I remember being able to eat almost anything and be quite healthy. Oh, I see. So I exposed you to good food and then your belly couldn't take junk food? Purely subjective. Is that all? Well, what negative effects have I supposedly had on you? Okay, see, now this dialogue, that's nice. I love this. This is beautiful. Ha! I knew it. Domesticized you, and you have no ammo. And negative on me? I was never this stubborn before I met you. Never? Never. Pretty sure I didn't make you stubborn overnight. Remind me how much effort you put into making me have ketchup with my meals. What kind of weird person doesn't have ketchup with fries? There's nothing wrong with the lack of ketchup. You used to have no condiments with any meal. I did you a favor. Okay, I would just like to interject here. If you don't have ketchup with fries, that's okay. I don't have ketchup with fries. In fact, that's how I, have trimmed down a little, you could say. Okay, I don't think it's had a huge effect on my weight. But every time I go out and eat now, if there's fries, I won't have ketchup with them. Because, just how ketchup's made and all that. Ugh. But, fun fact, I do love tomatoes. So, there you go. Coming from someone who has cheese with everything, I don't think so. You're not embracing cheese is a failure. You not embracing cheese is a failure I can't talk, y'all. I'm sorry. You not embracing cheese is a failure on my part. When I get down from this mountain, the first thing I'm going to do is smother you in ketchup and cheese. Well, that's kind of weird. Well, this has taken a darker turn. Get your head out of the gutter. It's where my head always goes. Plus, given the current situation, it's kind of hard to avoid thinking about your butt. You can't see my butt with all this snow. I have a pretty good imagination. You're horrible. I know, but that's why you love me. I do. You pain in the butt. Not yet. Alex! Sorry. I'm trying to keep you in high spirits. Figure it's the best way to help you get through this. You pick the worst times to flirt with me. Nonsense! I'm a perfectly timed flirt. I know all the moves. The best moves. Says the man who asked for permission for our first hug. I was being a gentleman. And our first kiss. An exceptional gentleman. Actually, I would love it, like, if I ever met a man and, we started, like, and all that, if instead of just, like, kissing me and trying to be all romantic, he just, like, asked for a kiss. That is very sweet. Now, if I ever marry said man, then I guess he could take a kiss anytime, as long as I'm not pissed off about something. He probably wouldn't want to be around me if I'm ticked off. But anyways, you think so, huh? I do. Besides, I didn't ask permission any time after that. So much for being a gentleman. Hey, I was still a gentleman in my approach on every occasion. Only reason you ever got a second kiss was because you earned a lot of brownie points for making me a CD. Well, I did make a pretty awesome CD for you. Wow, that was a long time ago. Must have been... Don't say it. You say it and it's proof we're old. Oh, honey, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but we are a bit old. Our parents made mixtapes, we made CDs, and then our kids made playlists. I wonder what the grandkids will do when they're old enough to date. I don't think they even know what a mixtape is. There's still time to learn. They can read all about it on a microfic. Microfic? Sorry. I've never even had to use a microfic. What? What? How did you never have to use one? We had real computers in my school. Says the person who always needs me to fix her computer. I'm trying to help you feel young, sweetie. Reminding you of when you were in college and always had to fix your parents' and grandparents' computers? Oh, yeah, those were the fun times. Who could forget having my grandfather get a dozen viruses a month from opening bad emails, and then my mother would always volunteer me to fix it. Remember the one time you got her back? Yeah. His cassette player wouldn't work, so I told him how great she could be at fixing it since her classroom had one. She was furious when she called. She laughed pretty hard, though, too. I think she was proud of you for it. And I think that was the last time you were volunteered to help. Win-win? Yeah, I need to think of something like that to put our kids through. Better think fast. I think it's starting to clear up. If it isn't, then we must be almost to the end. So, here's a fun fact. I had this messenger bag back in high school, and I had found it when I was cleaning out my room. And it had a place for the CD player and some of your CDs because that was hip and cool, right? I had shown it to my nephews and my niece. And they looked at it, and I asked them, I was like, okay, you all are really smart. What goes here? I'll give you a hint. It's something electronical. And for the life of them, they stared at it, and they're like, And my oldest nephew, he was like, oh, I know. I'm like, what is it? He's like, a Walkman goes there. And I'm like, I was laughing so hard. I really wish I would have caught it on tape, them, like, just talking through it. And I'm like, oh, I finally told them it was a CD and CD players, and they're like, oh, well, I knew that, And it's like, no, you didn't. No, you did not. A Walkman. A Walkman goes there. He specifically said Walkman. He didn't say cassette player. He said Walkman. So, a specific type of cassette player, right? Anyways. See, I told you I can make it all the way through without losing a day. I knew you would. Come on, let's get out of this, and then it's a short hike up to the summit. Achievement, whiteout, yeah! And then I'm pretty sure it's gonna be... Yeah, it's the same ending. So, we already know he's dead, it's fine. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Gameplay! Oh. See, she doesn't look too old, so at the most, she's probably in her 40s as well. Gameplay! We've already read it, though. It's not like Grimm's Hollow. Actually, in Grimm's Hollow, it skipped a lot of things, too. Okay, I'm gonna pick the last one, too, and then we'll go on. I just want to see... I really want to see if she, kills over, in all honesty, or she has to be rescued, and then she's, all depressed and all that from it. So, but maybe we can get more of their background, too. That's the only reason why I'm doing this. I feel like a completionist. Not really, no. Actually, I did complete Grimm's Hollow. Okay, I know I'm talking about Grimm's Hollow, but oh my goodness, y'all. Oh, man. I love that game so bad. So, I'm hoping to find something that's similar to it to play again. It doesn't necessarily have to be about dead people, but, the RPG type style. Well, it's not really an RPG. Well, is it? I don't know. Gameplay style and all that. I would love to find that. So, we've already done forward. We've done east. Now we're doing west using the ridge to move past the weather. Heading for the ridge, if you see an avalanche, it will most likely be from my screaming. Sorry about that. Oh, fun fact too. If you scream, it won't necessarily cause an avalanche. Because even though you can scream really, really high, the frequency levels are way too small to cause an avalanche. I learned that the other day from game theory, because they were actually it was on film theory. They were doing a theory on Mulan. So, I learned that. Knowledge! Okay, so, now we're gonna see if anything else happens to Alex and Nick. Or Nick in her head. Are you sure you're going to be fine with going this way? Oh, yeah, let's skip this part. Okay, there we go. Do not look down. Do not look down. Do not look down. Do not look down. Hey, look at that down there. Oh my god. You are the worst husband in human history. Oh, you know you love me. I know I love you. I always love you. Loving you doesn't mean I like you right now. Why didn't I think this was the way to go? I think it's because you are always so impatient. I am not impatient. Honey, how long have we been together? Long enough for you to know that I am not impatient. Good thing for me. You're in no position to smack me for disagreeing with you. Shouldn't you be offering me words of encouragement? Look at what you're doing. I know exactly what I'm doing. I am hanging on for dear life. Yes, and you're rocking it. No pun intended. Only you would make puns that only you will understand and then have to say no pun intended so everyone else gets it. I understood it before he said that. There's rocks. You're rocking it. Okay. Yeah, well, that aside, you were doing fine. What do you always tell me to never forget? Never forget to be awesome. Yes, well, right now you are being awesome. Incredibly, bodaciously, ridiculously awesome. Imagine what the grandkids are going to think when Grandma gets off this mountain and tells... They are never going to believe it. Only Grandpa does something so stupid. And now it's your turn. They're going to love it. Grandma hugging along the edge of a mountain. Grandma screaming at the top of her lungs. Grandma going from post to post on a sharp ridge of a mountain. Grandma holding on so tight she'll never be able to use her hands normally again. I think my versions are better. Your versions are BS. Nonsense. We haven't even gotten to the part of the story where you jump from post to post, one arm at a time like Tarzan. If I could do that, you know what else I would do right now? Kiss me? More like smack you. We'll have plenty of time for both after we reach the summit. What am I going to do with you? Love me and not drop me. I'm kind of relying on you in the current circumstance, so please do not drop me. Okay, see, that's a bigger indication of her, like, holding that. You're strapped tight. If I drop you, then I'm falling with you. We certainly can't have that. Who's going to tell this awesome story, then? Ugh, you and telling stories. What's wrong with telling stories? You are always telling stories. You have that gator hunting story. It's a true story. Then the story of the deer that chased you and Pit when you took him out for a walk. Also a true story. Also a story that I wasn't in. Are you upset that I always tell stories about just me? For years you have been telling these same stories. Why don't you tell more stories about the whole family? What about the time I scared Kate's boyfriend? As I recall, that's a great story. Fool thought he could kiss our daughter in her bedroom. I get the drop on them, didn't I? Falling through the ceiling from the attic because the wood had given out was not the best way to get a drop on them. He was spying on them. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. It was an excellent timing. It was an excellent coincidence. What about our first date? You don't tell many people that story. About the improv show? Or the part where I kept beating you at that racing video game? Smart Alec. What about when we went whitewater rafting? I tell that story. Yeah, the part where the whole family kept messing up and how it's the only time you ever fell out of a raft? I don't need to tell the other parts. Oh? Tell me a story. Remember the first time we moved somewhere we had snow? I do. I remember not wanting to step outside for anything. And do you remember how the dogs handled it the first time? They were both confused about what it was and how to handle it. First time Pitts... Okay, so Pitts their dog. Cool. First time Pitts stuck a paw in snow, he freaked out. You threw him into the pile of snow you had shoveled from the driveway. He loved being thrown in. He came back up to you and ready to be thrown again. Even Maya got into it and wanted to play the same as him. Then we had to put the snow booties on her because she was always licking her paws. She could barely walk at first. Looked almost like our dog was drunk the way she kept wobbling. It was a good night. This reminds me of a time where my little dog Annie Leonhardt, Leonhardt after Lionheart. Anyways, oh gosh. It was when we first got her, and like we got her in October, and then it was the first December right after that, and she just looked outside and she was like, "What is that? What is that? Like, you want to go outside?" And of course she's all excited. She didn't know what it was, but she was all excited. And I like opened the door and she goes out, and then she comes back in. So I had like bundled up and taken her out there just to like look at the snow. And gosh, she hated me for like a day. She's like, "No, it's wet. It's cold. I don't like it." So she doesn't like snow at all. Anyways, you're right. It's a really great memory. So why don't you tell more people about that? It was always the crazy moments. I tell the kids. I don't feel a need to share those stories with anyone else. Why not? It's a different kind of story. One of our stories. Stories that you remember and make you quietly smile. I like keeping those moments for us so we can smile back on them later. Those stories make me happy by remembering them on my own. Alex, I remember one of our first dates when we didn't leave the apartment because you were sick. I ended up holding back your hair for the whole time. I remember. In that moment, I realized I was lucky to have you. Those are our stories. My stories. I don't share our stories because I want them to be ours. Maybe it's silly, but what we do is ours. You're awesome. And you're gorgeous. We're almost done. I can see the end of the ridge up ahead. Let's get over with this, and off of here. You got it. Nothing more than a quick clear slope to the summit from here. Okay, so she doesn't die in any of them. Great. Chained Ridge. I think I get all the achievements. Let's just go through this. Yes, yes. Beautiful sunset. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Oh my gosh, look at it. It actually is really beautiful how they painted it. Like, you know, all the trees and all that. I love it. Okay, come on. Come on. Come on. I'm not trying to rush through this. What? So, on the thing, in loving memory, Alex, something, something, something. So, it doesn't say how old he is. So, I wonder, like, if I was her and I went all the way up there and all that, I would probably dump his ashes into the wind or something, because he loved mountain climbing. So, but that's just me. Yeah. One of those meaningful things. One of my old co-workers, his father had passed away and all that, and he had taken, like, they had, you know, done cremation, like, you know, her, and they had taken him to the beach and you know, put it into the ocean and all that. So I think it's a beautiful, like, moment and all that, especially if they love the ocean or they, you know, love that. There are some people who, like, ah, neat, we got them all. Woo! Okay. And we're gonna do the credits. Because why not? So, writer, developer, background art, character art, music composer. Yes, this music is beautiful. Title art and UI art. So, if you did like this game, there you are. Mr. Pap. You need to, like, tighten up your dialogue a little bit. But that's okay. It's a very beautiful game. I love it. So that was awesome. I think I actually got another game as well. Let's see. I mean, I have, like, a crap ton of games. Easter holiday sale. What? Oh, neat. I can get Easter stuff. Okay, sorry. I got distracted by YouTuber's life. I do that. So 53 minutes. So did I get them all? Oh, cool. You've unlocked 8 of 9. Oh, what did I? Special edition. Read through the new intro chapter. What? Oh, do you have to get the special edition? I don't get it. It's really pretty though. Okay. Anyways, so I get all but one. But that's cool. That's great. Woohoo! And the title makes more sense now too. Sunset's Ashes. So yes. That does make sense. Okay. Okay, so a lot of these that you see over here are the oh, there it is. A lot of these over here are the games that my friend let me borrow. She let me borrow her Steam thing. But some of them, like, I really need a controller, you know. It'd be way better if I had a controller. So this was the other one, and I might actually play it later because it seems really weird. I had just picked it randomly with Sunset's Ashes, and I guess Sunset Ashes got there first. So, what we're gonna do is play a little bit of YouTuber's Life and talk a little bit, and then we'll be done. So it's gonna be a short live stream, but that's okay. Yeah, I want to see about those bunny costumes, man. Oh yeah. Oh yes, and also, just a second. I'm gonna try to see if I can see the thing. We're gonna go to here for a second. Okay. Sorry, everything was messing up at once, so. Yay. Okay. So, yes. Oh, it's so cute. It's Easter. Oh, wait, no, y'all can't see it. Oh, no. Oh my gosh. Okay. There we go. Look at that. That is crazy. Oh my gosh. Just all the Easter. They're like, hey, you want an Easter event? Boom, right there. All right. So if you haven't watched, yeah, see, this is what I saw. So if you haven't watched this for a while, oh, goodness gracious. We had created a new character called Stella. We're now in the third apartment, which is a two workroom deluxe. There's the bottom one, and then there's the top one. You go up the stairs and all that. So, yes, let's see. Let's click this. Okay, cool. Okay, and then she's working. No, she can work. Okay, she can work, so let's make her do this. Total color outfit at the park. Boom. And then we're... Oh, no! That scared me for a second. Haha. Clicky poo. And then I'm going to continue my course. Oh, yeah. Stage a fashion show. I love doing this. Let's do heifer. There we go. Well, we have something to do. Woohoo! Oh, like I said, this is one of my favorite games. All that loveliness. I don't know why. Oh. Oh. Okay, stretch. Sorry. I was like this the entire time the other one was going. Oh my goodness. So, I definitely love this game. And I'm going to try to find some more games. Like the ones I've had before. Let's actually be decent. When I said decent, I didn't mean cool. There we go. Let's be weird different. Yay! So one of the other things that happened to me when I was, today, is that my mom and I went to Joann's to get a lot of stuff. Oh, just a sec. Weird hair, buck teeth, orange and blue, orange shorts, and orange sneakers. Weird hair, buck teeth, orange and blue. And then orange shorts. I hope it's these. Yes. And then orange sneakers. And we had went in there and we got a lot of fabric, partially for making masks and partially for, doing a lot of other things. But man, we had to run in there and get stuff, and it wasn't crowded or anything. It was just like there was so much, and I spent a lot more money than I should have. Psychedelic piece, pink knee knockers ish, and then orange, and then weird hair. I think it was this one. Oh, thank goodness. Psychedelic, pink. Actually, Oh, cool. I was like, oh no. What were his shoes like? Yay! I'm so good at that. He's like, look at me. Oh yeah. Green, goatee, plain red, plain blue, and weird sneakers that kind of look cool. Oh no, what kind of green? Oh, thank goodness. Green, goatee, plain red, and plain blue, and weird sneakers that do stuff. Okay. That looks really cool. It kind of reminds me of Jacksepticeye when his hair was green. It's funny though because everyone associates Jacksepticeye with green and Markiplier with red, even though they don't have their hair dyed like that anymore. So, do. Ah, that's neat. Hunter, nose piercings, turquoise, gray, turquoise-ish. Hunter, nose piercing, turquoise. Ahaha, there we go. Yay! Okay. That hunter thing. Ah, neat! Look at that! I got all of it! Yay! And these I only got like a little bit because the remaining time was that. So that's pretty neat. That's the best I've done so far, so. See, I like this kind of annoys me right here. Just saying. It's like, okay, come on. Seriously? If you're not good enough for the person to do something with, well, that's your problem. Let's talk to this person. I guess I'll go to a party. Can I eat first? No, I cannot. Okay. Oh, sporty and blue. Blue and sporty. Neat. Yeah, why not? Let's just go. I'll be weird. It's fine. Oh, just stretch. Anyways, my mom and I was going to Joann's, and it was just crazy, and I spent so much money, and now I have all this fabric that I need to turn into either masks well, I'm gonna do that, and bags. We were actually gonna start stuff with making different things. I don't know exactly what she was gonna make. But I was going to make a lot of bags and do a lot of cool stuff like that. And then my grandma does some things. And we were going to get a table at one of the fairs, craft fairs, and do that. So, do you like that? Alright, so there's no one else with exclamation points. So we'll just go back home. Yeah. Okay, that's enough. I'm leaving. He's like, oh, well. Okay, let me eat, and then I'm gonna enjoy the Easter stuff. I need to eat. I need to sleep. And then I will go shopping. Ooh, talent point! I love these things. Okay. I can do this one. Brand promo. VIP purchase. We're doing that one. Yep. Yeah. I can buy stuff even though I'm like super poor. Oh, wow. Advanced sewing machine. Okay, that's not what I was. No, wait. What was? Yeah, clothing shop. Which ones have the bunny stuff? Bunny. Welcome party. Bunny costume. Is that all they have? Oh. I should have known it was this one. Bunny legs. It's so cute. I just didn't spend money. I don't know what you're talking about. We're gonna choose party. Ooh. Now I'm just choosing things. What are you talking about? I didn't like just randomly buy a lot of crap. Available in 18 hours. Mm. Come on, 18 hours. Hurry up. Nope. 13. 10. 8. 6. Oh! That scared me. Ladies are getting scared for no reason. Shh, it's fine. There we go. New card, yeah! And now! Aha! Stage another fashion show. Why? Because I'm gonna do 4 again. In 2 days. For Rockwell. Yeah. Why not? And we're gonna start another course. Yeah! So for the last couple days, I have been working my bum off out back in the garden / backyard because we have both. And, you know, it'd be fine. I'm gonna take the Pikachu thing off. Oh, that's so cute. Alright, so no, it's not bad or anything. It's just, oh, you know, I don't know how else to explain it. It's like, there we go. It's decent. It was a lot of physical labor, and oh my gosh, like my shoulders still hurt from it. Like moving dirt and rock and doing all that loveliness, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm keeling over. And yeah, it was such a difficult time for me and my mom. So, and then some days I would work for like 10 hours. I mean, of course I'd stop for lunch and all that. But yeah. So yeah, it was pretty insane. And then today it's been raining all day. So I'm like, I'm okay with this. But I really didn't get anything done, even though I do still count going out and helping my mom and grandma get groceries and all that as a win. And doing this is fun. But yes, so besides that though, I haven't really done anything. I'm like, man, I should have like done something, yada yada, you know. So, whoops. And we had reached a mutual agreement. Huh. No, I've never really actually watched any of these. Oh well. Oh. Oh yeah, I want to do that. So. Anyways, though, yeah, so this first time I've been able to stay in, and I just, like, I told my mom today, it's like, I love helping y'all out, but oh my god, I feel so bad. And she's like, well, we can't really do anything for the next couple days. Because of, you know. Oh, wait. I want her to do it. Make a video. Do this. Yeah. Brand promo. In the party life. Go for it. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Alright. And then, but yeah, she's like, yeah, it's gonna be raining for the next couple days, so, you know, we can't really, like, do a new one. Oh no. Oh yeah, I'm going to that party thing. Yeah, let's just go like this. Why not? But I'm like, oh yeah, that's great, that's great. At least I can stay inside and like sleep and cry a little. Oh, and my eyes have been burning for some reason. So when I was out getting food for Grandma, I had to get some new eye drops. Oh, those are cool. Like swoop, green with gray, and kind of pinkish, and then red basics. Was it this swoop? Okay. Yeah, you can't really see the hairdo since it's turned. Gray, green gray. Actually, that's like a bluish gray. Pink. And red basic. Aha! But they're like the aloe bausch, like lemon bausch. I can't remember what exactly it is. Anyways, they actually work because my eyes aren't burning right now. So I'm like, oh, thank goodness. Because for the last couple days, they've been burning from like allergies and getting dirt into them because of the garden. Ooh, swoop. Red tie, green. What are those? And then pumps. Red tie, green. What are those? And then a pump. Pump? Pump. Yeah, or not. They're not pumps. They're kind of healed. That's kind of hard. Aw, man. Yeah. Oh, shit. See? They are healed. I wasn't going insane. Swoop. Red. Buck teeth. Oh, that's pretty. Geometric. Something else. Swoop. Oh, that's pretty. I actually want that. Geometric. Something else. Ha! I remember. Haha. There we go. Yay! Can I have her shirt? Like some of these things they designed for this. Just want it. Sorry. Blonde, whatever that is. Yeah. Okay. It reminds me of Elvis. Okay, rock and roll. Okay. It wasn't that. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, thank goodness. I remember. I'd actually wear a shirt like that. Why is his more... It gives you more space to, like, do that. I don't understand. Okay, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Are you salty? No. Yes. At least I got all of them. Yay! Oh, wow. Level 0. Should I just be going for 1 then? I'm not too sure. Yeah, I'll do that. Why not? Wait, no, I don't want to do this. No, no. Where's my lady? What? Oh. Cool. There she is. I'm not going. I refuse. She was supposed to do a video though, and then she hasn't done the video, so I don't know about that. Oh, great. Okay, we're gonna ignore that one. We're gonna do this one. Yeah, I know. It sucks. We're supposed to be able to do 2 things, and I don't know why it hasn't let us done 2 things. So. Okay. Boho. Wants me to do that. Like, buy something for it. Hopefully she'll get that done. Probably not. So it's automatic, and that's something you can do if you don't like want to go through the thing. And sometimes I'm like, just put it on automatic, it'll be fine. So it's not cheating. They allow you to do it. Look at them working hard. I wish I could do that. Just like make someone work hard for me, and I get all the credit. I mean, you know, I'm not Congress, but. That's one of my favorite pastimes to do right now, is just be like, well, I'm not Congress. Insert person I don't like. No, just kidding. There we go. Stay. Stay. Oh no, I didn't make his video on time. I kind of figured. Whoops. Let's fast forward. Oh. Oh crap. I think it was this one. I don't even know how much that was. See, here. I'm gonna go up here and show y'all. It's supposed to allow you to get another thing right here. Like a second... No. Like a second computer right here, but for some odd reason it hasn't allowed me to do that yet. I don't know why. There we go. So, anyways, I'll try to figure that one out. Okie dokie. So, I think I'll leave this here. Oh no. Whoops. There we go. So, thank you all for all that you've done. All of that. I hope you all are just, not going crazy or insane or having weird eye issues like I am. And if you are going crazy and insane, pick up a new hobby, like playing free video games and stuff like that on Steam, or sewing, or, writing. It's supposed to be Camp NaNoWriMo right now. And oh my goodness. Yeah, I wrote like 92 words. So, there's that. And but anyways, I hope I can get back on track with that. And I hope that you all don't have a terrible, terrible time or anything like that if you're stuck inside like I am. We'll get through this together. If anything, humans are resilient as ever. Oh my goodness. And not tomorrow, the day after. So let me see, today, this Sunday, we will have a live stream. It'll probably be short because I also watch murder mysteries with my mom. And Hallmark Murder Mysteries comes on at like 8 o'clock. So it'll only probably be an hour live stream unless I can get her to like pause it for like maybe 30 minutes. So, but don't worry about that. That'll come later. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So, oh yeah, fun part. I learned that I was ending my streams way too soon. Like it'll record me, but I ended it way too soon, so my endings always got chopped off. So I'm sorry about that. I didn't even realize that until like last night. So today you all will see all of the ending. So yes. And with that said, I'll see you all later, alligators. Bye bye. Boop.